One of the absolute most critical things when playing slot machines is your money management and how much you should be betting per spin. As important as this is, I haven't been able to find any good information on this topic, which is absolutely insane to me. At best, I've been able to find you should divide your bankroll by 100 and bet that. That's not terrible, but it doesn't take into account how long you want to play and how long you want your money to last. The worst advice I see is choose the denomination off your bankroll and just play that and bet max. Like if you're playing with $200, you should play nickel slots and then bet max. That could result in a bet of like 25 cents all the way up to like 10 or maybe even $20. So I'm utterly shocked that nobody talks about this. To make it easy for you guys, I made a calculator and you can use that, do all the math for you. But I think you should know where these numbers come from before you use it. And this video is part 11 of my series of everything about slot machines. Be sure to check out the rest of the series if you want to know how slot machines work and how to be a smarter gambler. Be sure to give this video a like. Please consider subscribing. To come up with our budget, let's think about all the variables when playing slots. Then we can figure out a formula to make all those numbers work. We of course have our bankroll, how much money are you bringing to the casino? Then once we're at the casino, how long do we plan on playing? And this is time that you actually plan on spending at the machines. Are we gonna be there for 20 minutes? Or are we gonna be playing for like 18 hours? If you play longer, you're probably gonna want your money to last longer. And then while we're sitting there, how fast are we gonna be pushing that button? Or how many spins per hour? That's not gonna be the same for everyone. We can make a good guess here. We have how much the machine is gonna pay us and how much we're gonna win. Of course, we'd all like to know that so we could just avoid the casino when we're not gonna win, but we can use an average here. First, let's start with the bankroll and the time. Let's say we got a budget of $300 and we want to play for 2 hours. That's of course $150 per hour. And we look at how many spins we're going to be doing in those 2 hours. It's going to depend on how fast you play. I mean, be honest with yourself. Are you a button slapper or are you pretty leisurely about it? It's going to be anywhere from say 300 to 500 spins per hour. So we're going to go in the middle, say 400 spins per hour. That's $150 per hour divided by 400 spins, which is 37.5 cents per spin. Probably a little less than you were expecting, but that's the amount that we can afford to lose each time we spin. And when we play slots, we should be winning at least something. So we have to look at the expected value of the spin. Most slots are gonna pay back in the range of 90% or so of the money that we put in, but we can't use 90% here because some of that money is gonna be coming from the really big jackpots that we probably aren't gonna be hitting every hour. And if we do, we should probably just cash out and leave anyway. So instead of 90%, we're gonna use 75%. That's gonna account for just the small wins that we're expecting. So every time we spin the machine, we're expecting to win back 75% of our money on average over time, which means we're gonna be losing 25% of our money on average over time. So that's what that 37.5 cents is. It's the 25% that we're expecting to lose. So if we divide 37.5 by 25%, we get $1.50. That's $1.50 that we should be betting per spin if we want to play for 2 hours on a $300 bankroll, which is just a long drawn out explanation to say that 1% that people quote is 1% per hour of your bankroll. In reality, this is gonna depend on a lot of factors, like how much are you winning, the volatility of the particular game, how fast are you pushing that button. But this is a really good starting place. At least it's basing it on some math instead of pulling something out of thin air. I went ahead and made a calculator in Excel for you guys to download. I'll link the download in the description. I'll show you real quick how to use it and how it works. So after we get it loaded up, there's only 2 boxes you should need to change. That's your budget right here in the purple and the hours that we want to play in blue. We'll say this person has a bigger budget than I do. Say they're bringing $6,000 to the casino and then they want to play for 5 hours. That'd mean that a really good starting place for them is $12 per spin. Again, no guarantees that this is going to be perfect, but it should be relatively close. And let me know how you've come up with what to budget for a slot machine. You're definitely gonna wanna watch the next video in the series. We're gonna talk all about casino comps, the free gifts that they give back to the players, how the casinos calculate them, and how you can take advantage of it to get more free comps. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video, and please consider subscribing. Before your next Vegas trip, get educated. Thanks for watching.